All right, everybody, welcome back to... Hold on. Why is the microphone picking up so much? Okay, we're on the correct one. I'm too tired to stay long. That's perfectly fine. Thanks for stopping on by, Cholito. And we're going to be starting day 36, where we last left off. Had a concert tonight and it was too long. Hey, that's fine. Did your concert go? Did your concert go well? That's what I'm trying to say. We have a new note. Oh, exam results. Color 75%. Science 83%. Art 75%. Algebra 86%. 86? Math 100%. Geography 57, history 50, and Eurasian 67%. Yeah, I have to get 100% though in order for it to count. We'll do better next time. I gotta do a little bit of research. Now, let's go over to the well and let us make our wish. Vault keys in a vault. Because I do want to... I don't know how long I'll be able to play this. Maybe only for an hour or two. I'm also already kind of tired. The shrine. Is there a cap? We have gotten the blessing of the gardener. 8 courtyards have been added to the draft pool for 6 days. Sounds good to me. I'll take it. Oh, I've forgotten how to walk. This gives us plenty of time to try, because I want to surround a courtyard completely with gardens, which is definitely possible. The issue is how expensive they are. So, oof. I'm gonna go and just grab the bedroom here. Remember, we don't eat the apples in case we find a laboratory. We'll go ahead and grab the pool hall, but it's not what we wanted to see at all. Let's do some math. 3. 10 plus 14 is 24. Flipped is 42. Minus 20 is 22. Divided by 11 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Times 7 is 21. Minus 5 flipped is 61. Minus 10 flipped is 15. There it is, right here. 20 plus 1 is 21. Times 2 is 42. Minus 1 is 41 flipped, which makes 14. Times 1 is still 14. The secret garden key. This is definitely possible. Let's go ahead and grab the reading nook here. Library. Let's check out a book. History of the first... the History of Arindia First Edition. There's the gallery. Let's just go to the gallery for free. It's a whole bunch of free gems. And gets us to the room 8. Ponder, realize, think. Courtyard here goes both up and down. Workshop. Grab ourselves a lever. It's like our first thing, like besides the keys, my goodness. And a closet. Perfect. Okay. We have a hammer. I think I'm going to go ahead and place a chapel here, but I would rather turn around at this point. Praise the pig. Blessed be the pig. There's a lot of steps to go back, but I think we're better off going back. Honestly, I'd rather just grab the kennel here. Puppy, you get pets. Good boy. You also get pets. Good boy. Conservatory. Ooh. Terrace is right now standard. Now, I like the terrace because I love my greenhouse drafting strategies. But the terrace, the terrace is a dead end. The gymnasium's technically better, but we lose a lot of steps. I think I'd rather just make the treasure trove just commonplace and get ourselves a whole bunch of gold eventually over time. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and take the spare green room here. And there's the shovel. We'll grab the shovel, but we're not going to dig quite yet. Pantry. And then hopefully we get... We'll go and eat the banana. Right, I was thinking the other room. But the courtyard is really good here. And then we get the metal detector. Because this room also seems to have a high chance of giving us an item. Which is really good. So we're going to have a whole bunch of courtyards, because for some reason, I was thinking it was the cloister, but no, it's definitely the courtyards, which in our case is the courtyards. It's really good. All right, I'm looking for a lab. Ooh, nursery. I think we have to take the guest bedroom here, right? We'll take the guest bedroom. Because I'd rather... And then we got our gym. Hopefully we get a lab here. Ooh. Gonna have to take the den. That would have been a great moment for me to have placed the cloister. Let's grab our gem. Interesting. Needs a key here. Okay. The storeroom here is perfectly fine. Gets us a key, gets us a gem, gets us gold, I guess. Alright, if we go this way... Courtyard. We take the courtyard here. Smash. Gems. Dang, we get gold instead. We're gonna go up. Arg. Wow. This map does not want me. Take the boudoir. 1, 2, 2, 5. Enter. Get our gem. Don't eat the apples just yet. And we get the cloister. Well, but if we take the cloister... Yeah. Not necessarily what I was wanting. Hey, there's a key there. I'll take that. We're gonna go this way first. We're gonna use a key. And the courtyard. Courtyard sounds good. Kochek is great too, but you feel a little luckier. Lockpick kit. That'll be nice. The issue is I'm out of gems, so I'm going to try to see if I can find one. I doubt it. Gems are kind of hard to find in the patches, if I recall. We're going to go ahead and draft this hallway. Bunk room has a chance to have 2 gems in it. Conference room allows me to circle around without any issue. We're going to take the conference room here. We're going to look. Bring up this other thing. Hey, that's actually really good. Got ourselves a key card. We're going to go and pay a tithe. Oh, and there's a gem in here. Okay. One step closer to where I need to be. The closed exhibit. The doors in this room are securely locked. Well, we'll take the closed exhibit, I guess. I definitely feel that the solution is to break this door down. Dearest children, the pieces are in place and all rigged cogs have been greased. However, if our ambitious plans are to succeed, we must strike this Tuesday. The routine change of guard personnel on the first of each month means the opportunity we have created for ourselves will likely never be so opportune. If we wait for 1 additional week, the window will be closed. On Tuesday, there will be 3 royal guards stationed in Learson Hall, 2 of which will be wearing black gloves in lieu of the traditional white. We would be wise to sacrifice almost everything to avoid the white-gloved guard, striking only when he takes a recess. The 2 black-gloved guards have been instructed to bind, blind, and gag themselves to spare us the precious extra minutes it would have to take your group to execute this task on their behalf. However, that also means that once we reach the exhibit, we'll truly be on our own. And so in other words, we need to get this exhibit on a Tuesday, I think is basically it. That's the puzzle, is I need to draft this pretty much every single chance I get, especially on a Tuesday. Ooh, the treasure trove. Or just the bunk rooms. Banana, banana. Ooh, key. Unfortunately, we're not going to get gem. I was hoping for gem. So, perhaps it is literally just drafted on a Tuesday. I don't know what day it is, but it's definitely not Tuesday now. Alright. So, what are we going to do? I need to... Let's draft around the cloister again. Yeah, we're going to draft from the cloister. Can I get the secret garden from here? Don't think so. Lockpick kit. Ooh, it does work. Dang. Observatory has a chance to get me more gems. It's also just always good. Steps, twins, floral, don't click that. I don't want dead ends. Not today. Use a key. Draft the dining room, I guess. Salt shaker. That'll be nice. Extra steps. Extra lunch. Oof. Wow. That's just bad. We're going to go ahead and get the knight. Wow, that completely cut us off. I should have used the key number 8. Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door. Aquarium, we're just going to have dinner. I still don't have gems, so... At this point, I'm just going to start digging. Maybe I can get a gem somehow? I doubt it, but... There's always the chance. How many rooms? We got the one. I've only got one extra room. Mechanarium's the wrong one. Do I go ahead and just grab coat check here? No, we have to grab the Mechanarium. Doesn't fit. And it's key 8's not going to go in because we're not in the 8th. How crazy. Sure, we'll grab the Mage Chambers. This one's just a bad house, not gonna lie. Secret garden key. Well, does it work here? It does not. You know what? Planetarium. We're just going to set our best follow-up day. Special key, secret garden key. We're not going to dig anything else. We're going to accidentally clear everything out. Key 8. Yep, has to be in row 8. I don't remember the solution. Oh no. After I spent so long on this, it was the sum of my sin, urine gluttony, elephant goes on avarice, right? No. I think you were supposed to be in sloth. You are in envy. Swan needs to be next to the fin. You are by the tail. And then we had to swap something. Was it... the elephant was in Sloth, or was the elephant in Wrath? That's not it. Because you're in Sloth, right? You are. Oh, we boost our allowance by doing this? Awesome. That's actually really good. And that ends our adventure. But we are going to go ahead and do... I don't have a battery. There's nowhere for me to get a lab. So we're just going to dig everything we can. Oh, we do get a gem. Not that we can use it anymore. Is there even anything worth me running around and digging up? I don't think so, right? The only thing I could potentially, like, try to dig up is the battery, but I don't think you can get the battery from digging it up, right? So we're honestly just better off ending our day. We're going to turn all of these once. So why is this important? This is important, right? But wasn't this what it was set at previously? Or is it just I can literally choose which door I want to open with this, which would be amazing. I've already seen this so many times. I think we're just going to go to the planetarium and end our day. There's nothing special for us. This one, we did at least improve our allowance, and we got a blessing, which is good. But at this point, there's nothing else for us to do. We're going to end our day, go to 39 stars. We're going to call it a day. 56 allowance. because there's nothing else we could do here. So, and we also got to use the conservatory. We're going to continue. Go for another day. I'm going to click my idle stuff on this idle game. Okay. I'm going to grab our allowance. And we did check out another book, so at least one more step forward. So I need to take a look at all the pictures. Because we have an ace, we have a face. Make a wish. I wish for the vault and vault keys. That's still my main goal. Or the tomb. Ah, shoot. I wish for the tomb. Can I change my wish? Dang it. I threw away my one and only wish. You only get one. Root cellar. I'm going to go in here just to check to see. If there's any, like, items in here. There's not. There's a whole bunch of dig piles. Alright, into the house we go. I don't like starting off with the dark room. We're going to start off with the reading nook here. And then I want something that goes straight. Workshop is going to be perfect. Oh, that gets us the battery. We'll grab a hallway here. And then we're going to turn around. So now I just need the lever and the battery pack. Pool hall is fantastic. Okay. 3. I'm going to click 18. All right. That's a third of 18. Is it 6? A third of 1 times 3 is 1. A third of 15 times 3 is 15. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, man. We're going to go and grab the locksmith here. And we'll buy a couple stuff. Special key. We'll go ahead and get ourselves the prism key. Lockpick kit. And 3 extra keys. That'll be fine for now. But I am short on gems. We're going to go to the reading nook, grab ourselves another key. Library, perfect. And then we get to read the history of Arindia. But before we read the history, I want to check out my stats. I'm just curious. Inheritance, room 46. Oh my goodness. Billet rooms. We've got 9 of the upgrade discs, 6 red letters, 5 sanctum keys. Final destination. Alright, scrapbook. First claim ticket. Top 3 checked items, Lucky Rabbit's Foot, Vault Key, and Coupon Book. My favorite floor plan. I can't seem to ever pass it up. Yeah, I can't, because if I see it. Most drafted is Reading Nook, makes sense. Most paid for is the Observatory, followed by the Commissary, makes sense. And the Cloister of Rhina. All to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do with that cloister. Alright, so the jackhammer is the item that I'm talking about. The shovel, broken lever, and battery pack. Lucky purse is something I could try to make too at some point. I forgot what it does. Boosted luck? Is that actually any good? But magnifying glass and metal detector for burning glass. Next time we get the tomb, that is one of the things that we're trying to get. We have almost all of the stamps. Maybe one day. I've never drafted the freezer or the trophy room in the Chamber of Mirrors. Interesting. Highest grade made it to the final exam, but we got a C. Because I am a failure. So we'll have to do better on that next time. Alright, so let us catch up on our history. The history of Arindia. Alhera to Araja. Arindia was once the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Though the term is no longer employed in the halls of politics, nor commonly known to the average citizen, its memory flickers in the hearts of those who hailed from the lands that it once encompassed. And many of elder generation, in hushed circles, still refer to themselves as Arindians. Yet we must not let the flame of our history dwindle on the obscurity of whispered conversations, nor permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon the name of our land. We must keep alive the embers of our past and preserve them for the generations yet to come. Ahera. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Ahera, by the ascension of the first king of Arindia, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the black banners of Arindia could be seen fluttering in every hamlet and hostelry, along every thoroughfare from Oris all the way to the western banks. A new kingdom was born, the Second Era. It was the 4th king of Arindia who splits this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift and called his new realm Orinda Ares, after the angelic paragon of royalty, Orindia. Orinda. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Eraja, the mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and the poetry of the old Chung. The Third Era. As the Second Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by the respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating and bountiful resources of their lands, and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite these differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by the construction of a vast network of railways that spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Archaeres to the southern shores of Araja. This development facilitated travel and commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. A promise that would unfortunately, as many readers will soon find, not be kept. The Fourth Era. As the kingdom of Arinda Ares entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Desolates III was a king who listened to the voices of all his subjects, for the most influential advisors to the humblest of citizens, King Desolates III. He was a king who often was seen among the people eating, drinking, and conversing, a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but the masses as well, who could scarce believe what they, as peasantry, would ever sup with the crown. Desolates was renowned as the king of the people, and it was therefore a surprise to no one when he made the decision to move the capital from the secluded mountains of Reddington to the public stage of Oris, leaving castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and the city welcomed their king with open arms and great fanfare. Yet, not all were swayed so easily. There were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his station, and were wary of how readily he could be persuaded by the tears and tales of the common folk. These dissenting voices planted the seeds of discontent, which took root in the lawns and gardens of the nobles of Fen, or, as I have been instructed to say, the grand city of Fen. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Desolates III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died naturally in his old age, and surrounded by its people of Oris, far away from the growing unrest among the western city of Fen. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the self-proclaimed Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a surprising number of supporters, due to the fact that Desolates IV shared his father's good name, but little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. The pacification of Fen. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forth to lend support. Among them was the general of the northern regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade their nearby realms of Archaeres and Nuance to join their cause. Archaeres is martial. Let's keep that in mind. You know what? Let's write that down right now. Let's write that down now, because they were involved in war, therefore they are mass murderers that are declared as martial people. And we should recognize them as such. Archaeres, Stormy, Oh, but they're also industrial. I'm going to put Marshall in question mark. Marshall? Because they did fight in a war. Even though I would definitely say they're industrial. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Oris had fallen, and with it, the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. Leading us to the 6th and current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3 Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and a Raja once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples have grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. And as those trees continue to grow, so do our hopes for a common future. A future where we are not defined by the colors of the banners we raise, but by that which connects us. A land that we each call home. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. This land, after all that has happened, is still Orindia. And then everyone died, and they lived happily ever after. The end. We'll take an aquarium here. Just so I go both up and down. Ooh, conservatory sounds great. Yikes. I do have a lot of keys, so I'm going to go and just open this up. We'll come back for this later. Hopefully we get gems. Dang. I never get what I want in these. If you want keys, you get gems. If you want gems, you get gold. If you want gold, you get nothing! Alright. So let's be truly honest. The guest bedroom. It's okay, it's a dead end. I don't want it commonplace. I think I'd rather just make it standard. Because this bedroom, yep, we're going to keep that commonplace. The tunnel, I'd rather keep commonplace, so we're just going to turn this to be standard. We're fine on steps with all the other things that we have. I was about to say, ooh, I should dig here. We'll grab the storeroom, I guess. And hopefully I find a shovel. Would have been nice. Alrighty, back to building the estates. We're going to really quickly go north into the hallway and try to circle around to the west. Ooh. Ugh. I don't like this. We're going to actually redraw. That's how bad this is. Spare green room. Much better. Shovel? Not yet, but if I can get the shovel, this broken lever is going to make things so much better. West wing hallway sounds good to me. I think I just grab her ladyships. Alright, come on, I'm wanting gems. Hey, actually, this is the best thing I could have got. One of each. Okay. So we have the queen piece. I do now need to place the office. They also were saying that I have access to the key. Not gonna lie, I kind of just want to take the garage here. There's a chance there's a shovel in here, if I recall. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I think I'm making this up. I'm making it up. Okay, so we're just gonna run all the way back. Running a little lower on steps, so I do need to be careful about my steps. Wow! We'll take the corridor here. This is always going to be unlocked. I think I'm going to take the commissary here and hope that the shovel is available for sale. Salt shaker helps me get my steps. Shovel, sleeping mask will get me more steps as well. And the metal detector gets me more keys and more coins. Beautiful. Now, unfortunately, we're out of gems. But I'm going to run backwards first. Because I forgot about this key. Shovel, battery pack, broken lever. Jackhammer. Arden, what day are you on? We're currently on day 37? I've got quite a bit of stuff figured out, but at this point, I'm really just trying to find all the extra little stuff. Do I go back to the conservatory now? Yeah, I think we go back to dig in the conservatory and the aquarium now, so that way I eat up the least number of steps. But we have the jackhammer, so immediately we get a useless item. More effective than the shovel at excavation. Digs deeper and finds better items. Lies. Scandalous lies. Ivory dice. Okay, I'll take it. You could dig that up? We got gems! A silver key. Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door. We're gonna go all the way back to the entrance. I think those said special gems. Were they? I thought they were just regular gems. It's because it's for special floor plans. And we do want a lot of gems right now. I am also hurting on steps. My bad. That's fine. Sometimes I miss stuff too. So, yeah. A pair of gems. Gems are used to draft special rooms. It is always good to double check that kind of stuff though, so. Oh my gosh. This. My gosh. Can I get a turnip, please? Nothing of interest was buried here. A turnip? I got 2 wind-up keys? That's hilarious. That is actually, like, really funny. Oh, I didn't open up the garage door, so I can't go this way yet. Shame. I'm trying to think of... I did not know you could get wind-up keys. This is the first time I'm finding wind-up keys while digging as well. So, this is actually a first for both of us. This is also the first time I'm actually being able to effectively use the jackhammer. I think I've drafted it multiple times before, but I've only been able to use it like once. And so that's also why, even though I should probably be saving my, the digs until I get the laboratory, but brick, not worth picking up. There were 3 more dig holes in the garage. You are right about that. Another wind-up key. So the real question is can the wind-up key be used for something else besides that one parlor chest? I'm going to go in here, because now that I have the mask, I'll get some steps back. I don't think so. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But yeah, are y'all having a good day, Arden? We're gonna try to find more. We'll see what we could do. No promises. Gems. There's a lot of gems. Special keys. We're gonna exit first. We're going to special keys. We're gonna use the silver key here. I saw you had a draft for a furnace parlor, which I haven't seen before. Maybe we could use them there. We're gonna grab the Great Hall here. We're gonna go ahead and use this key. Ooh, money, money, money. We're always going to use the lockpick first. I'm trying to find both the lever and this door, so we know not to go in here. So I'm now going to open this door. Shame. Oof. That's a bummer. Oh, hey, there's a coin right here. Hey, the lockpick worked. So we can pull this lever. So we at least have one way into the final room. Not that I really need it. Oh, it's not my goal anymore to get to room 46. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this door. And we're going to go down first. Oof. I really don't like any of these floor plans. I'm going to try to... We'll take the Rotunda. That way I can just get the correct orientation that I actually need. I also have only one mechanical room. Yeah, but the furnace parlor... The furnace is okay. The furnace doesn't really do much, but it does... Okay, guest bedroom to get me steps is kind of important here. So we gotta take the guest bedroom. Gets me a lot of steps back. And then we don't ever have to go in here again, so we're gonna go ahead and just fix this orientation so it is always facing the direction I need. There is actually usually a decent number of digging holes in the furnace, though. Ooh, terrace! That's really good for what I want to do. Go ahead and dig this up. Even more gems. But also, green rooms no longer cost us 3 old keys. That's a lot of keys. Banana. Okay. We're doing better on steps now. Try to pick this normally. Yeah, we're gonna go in here. Just use the key. Ooh, patio. Patio's not terrible. We'll take it. It's even more digging spots as well. Okay. I was actually hoping that I'd be able to find, like, vault keys. My gosh, we got 14 gems. What? The Night Shield? Okay. I didn't know you could draft that. So, let's look at our rooms. If we look at the hallways, we have the passage available. Do I have the hallway available to us? No, I don't have the hallway available. I have the east wing. Well, I won't have the east wing hall. So, but I still have secret passage, passageway, and foyer are all available as draft choices if I use the key, the prism key. Honestly, they're all okay for me to take. But what about the green rooms? So for the green rooms, we can get the courtyard. We won't be able to get the cloister of Rhina. Can't get the secret garden. So courtyard, veranda. I think greenhouse is only available on the other side. So if I force it, will it show us another room? Special keys. Let's try using the prism key here. I'm just curious what green rooms are available. Aquarium, right. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. We'll go ahead and just take that. Ooh. We'll go ahead and unlock this. I don't see a reason why not to. Rock. Ha! Wait a minute. It was giving me the aquarium as an option as well. I only have one aquarium to draft, though, so... Interesting. Think we're going to go ahead and draft the office here. By drafting the office, we can, of course, open this up. There we go. Open up the safe, get ourselves another gem, so that way the office technically only costs us 1 gem. And we're going to try to go north. Use a lockpick. It doesn't work. Oof. Courtyard. Courtyard is always left unlocked. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Ooh, sledgehammer. And that gives us access to all of these. We're gonna go ahead and take the armory. Grab the hammer. Smash. Grab the ivory dice. We have so many dice. I could take a courtyard here. No reason not to. It's a safe pick. Let's just smash again. Secret garden key. Actually, I want to go ahead and go to the treasure trove here. The boudoir is also really good, though. Boudoir gets me a whole bunch of extra steps. Like a lot of steps. No dig? Not yet. I'm trying. We're going to go with the boudoir. Because steps are nice. 1, 2, 2, 5. But I do now. I could have also tried re-rolling for the laboratory, but I think the boudoir here is just way too good. Alright, we need to go straight. Redraw. The pool! Do I actually need the pool in this run? Not really. I mostly just want to, we're gonna go ahead and grab the pool here. And there's our swimming trunks. Ooh, the garage keys. Awesome. There's another gem. That's fantastic. Where? Where? Oh, it's on the other side of the courtyard. Got it. And we do not need to go into the antechamber. How do I want to do this? What am I trying to do here? What I am trying to do is now I'm just trying to fill out the other half of the estate. I'm still looking for the lab, even though I've already dug up a whole bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and just eat everything. I'm not going to worry about a lab this time. We're going to go ahead and just dig everything up over here. More gems. Ivory dice. More gems. Nothing of interest was buried here. A coin. Grab this gem, because it's pestering me. Alright, grab these more gems. Even more gems. More gems. I think we're going to redraw for 4 direction. Or at least a 3 direction. That's 3 direction in the wrong way. So I'm not going to worry about one of the doors. We'll go through here. Cool thing about the chapel is it also gets a lot more dig sites. Got one over here. And there should be one in the back. We'll use a regular key. It's okay if this one's a dead end. Walk-in closet. Walk-in closet's pretty good. Now's actually a great time for me to find, like, the trophy room. Right, I get a vault key! We get a key card. I only grabbed, like, 4 things, though. What's your goal for this run? Honestly, find vault keys, get to the vault. That's my biggest objective. Is I'm trying to find more vaults. We're going to use a silver key here. We're going to redraw. We'll graph the drawing room. Get this gem so that way I don't run out of gems. Because we know we're almost out, unfortunately. Get ourselves a free gem back. I also want to find the armory because we do have enough gems to buy another axe. We can redraw the floor plans here. So I don't quite like these. I'm gonna redraw here as well. We'll grab the courtyard. I've never seen fewer gems in my life, right? Got a coin. Nothing of value was buried here. Awesome, we got ivory dice. That's actually what I'm kind of hoping for is ivory dice. That works. Observatory. I'll take the observatory. We're at 40 stars. So today, Apples are delicious. 7 constellations. Perhaps we could find a vault? Do I want the secret garden key? We'll go ahead and use the secret garden key here. Why not? This spreads fruits throughout my entire estate. More coins. But I'm also trying to figure out the secret to the cloister. Unfortunately, I don't know that one yet. Oh, there it is, right there. An antique silver stopwatch. For the next 1 minute, you will not lose steps when entering rooms, keys when opening doors, or... Trophy room. Cloister. Yeah, that's one of the rooms I'm looking for. Locker room. Spread keys throughout the house. Oh, what? That's a new room. Gotta draft that. Use the key. Weight room, lose half your steps. Sure, don't mind if I do. I still lost my steps, okay. We'll go ahead and grab a kitchen here then. That way I can eat some food. Ooh, a coin. I'll take that. If I can get a utility, I could technically leave to go out to that gate. I need the dining room here. I just need the dining room. So I can get a whole bunch of steps back. Because we got a little bit of exploring to do. I do still need the... We'll go ahead and have dinner now. I do still need to find the vault, because we have a vault key. I think that was a very successful stopwatch. That was amazing. Porthouse steak. All right. Plus 5 steps for every green room in your house. Sure thing. All right. Let's just eat all these bananas. 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 We'll eat a club sandwich and the chef salad. The chef salad is going to give us 61 steps. I think we're fine on steps now. So what if I have all the doors open? That is my new current question. Can't wait on part of my playthrough. Alright, I'm looking for the vault. Bedroom is nice, but I don't need steps no more. We don't need the boiler room. We're going to look for the vault. We're going to look for the vault. We're looking for the vault. Vault? See, but I don't have the garage powered. And I think I need to have the garage powered for something. Good luck. Thank you. Good luck on your runs as well. Treasure trove? I don't think I need the treasure trove. We're really just looking for the vault. Planetarium. Vault. Casino. Too late for the laboratory. We already dug up everything. We already ate all of rat. There's the vault. Never punished. Smash! Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door. Alrighty, so like before, we have vault key 304. We get an upgrade disc. I have a computer, right? Yeah, we have an office, so we're fine. Hey, more gems. All right. Passport. Jean Ribbon. Interesting. Compromised passport for Gray Daniels. Jean Ribbon. Is the names that she's picking a clue? I bet it is, but we have 3 extra wind-up keys, my goodness. So I do need to get back to either the Foundation or the Great Hall. Hopefully I can get one more. All of these lockers unlocked. Goodness. Well, it's a good thing that I could buy 1 billion keys with the locksmith. What's going to be the cheapest way? If we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If I walk all the way there and back. So this would be 32 of my steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be a lot cheaper just for me to go to the Foundation. So that's what we're going to do. I also want to go here, collect these gems. So the other reason why it's important for us to pick up the trophy room is because I can make the trophy room cheaper now since I've been here. So where is it? Okay, cool. So we actually have all the rooms on this page now. There's the trophy room. So if I ever get an axe again, I can axe the cost of a trophy room. So that way it's just a free 8 gems for me. Because the hardest thing was always having enough gems to get this room. There's my current trophies. Ooh, another key is over here. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. So I've got 4 of these. Buy out the entire showroom. Yeah, that's not happening today. Ace the classroom final exam. So I do need to pass that at some point. We are... Just in case it matters, I am going to go back into here. And I do want to open up every single door. Because I'm curious if that's going to do something. Because I have never opened up all 4 doors of the antechamber. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open up all 4 doors and see if that does anything special. So there's the 3rd. And then it's going to be faster for us to go... to the foundation. I'm going to spend... Banana. We'll grab this. The basement key. There we go. So we don't... Banana. Banana. We're going to go into the foundation. More gems. You know, I could have in the office... I'm going to grab the archives here. Mostly see, is there something on this side of the door? There's not. What's the last room I'm really wanting to draft here? Redraw. Sauna. Tomorrow you start a day with 20 extra steps. That's... not gonna lie, that's probably gonna be the best thing I could ask for, is the sauna. Didn't it, the utility closet for the garage? I don't think I really care for the garage. I think I need to have the garage powered, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the powered garage, because once I accidentally powered it with the boiler room, and the garage door automatically opened on me. And then nothing else happened from that. But I bet you... I mean, I could be looking for the utility closet. I do have the car keys, but... okay, I think that... yeah, I'm thinking it has something to do with that. I'm going to take the sauna to make tomorrow an even better day. And it's just tomorrow I will start with 20 extra steps. So, that'll be nice. Sorry, I apparently can't type today. That's fine. Which way do I go? I'm supposed to go... It's the commissary over here. Apple. It's gonna give me a lot of extra food. Banana. Apple. Right. 2 more of these. Smash. Smash. Money, money, money. Money and dice. Can't use the dice, unfortunately. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ah, dang. No banana. Alright, locksmith. I don't know how many keys I need. Is there anything else I can spend my money on? I ate everything in the kitchen. I already bought everything out in the commissary, so it's literally just locksmith. So let's make sure that we have enough keys. That should do. Yeah, that'll do. I feel like there's something else I need to do outside. Why do I feel like I need to go outside for something? Oh, right, I was wanting to go into the foundation. I got distracted. Is there anything else I want to make? There's nothing for me to ignite. Right, I need to go to the office computer as well. 53 gems. I think this is the most gems I've legitimately had in a run, so that feels nice. We're going to go to the office first, so we're going to just make a minor detour this way. Oh, I also forgot to look for fruit, but there's none in here. Upgrade disc! Come on, be good. The storeroom. Okay. It could be the storeroom of 2 keys, 2 gems, or 10 coins. Not gonna lie, I think the only thing that matters in the long run, because if I play this game long enough, I'll be able to axe enough gems, so the gems aren't gonna matter. Also, by playing this game long enough, I'll be able to drastically improve my allowance to insane numbers, so gold doesn't matter. So I'm gonna take the keys. Even though usually when I get the storeroom, I'm always wanting the, I'm always wanting, what am I thinking of? Gems, by the time I'm drafting the storeroom. Well, no, I think it's about 50-50 on if I'm wanting the gems or the, gems or, keys. But it's never getting the storeroom for coins. Alright, we do have a jackhammer. So that's also a question, is there something down here I would want to use the jackhammer for? Let's find out. We're just gonna run around here really fast and just look to see if there's anything. Nope, not here at least. Whee! Before I forget, let's go ahead and open up room 46. Now, I'm curious what I'm going to find in this locker room. It'd be silly if it was a sanctum key, because that's not part of the clue. Because our clue for the sanctum keys, I don't think any of them refer to a locker room. Waiting behind the last door of 8, that's in the mechanarium. Held by a king on his throne, locked tight in the vault of a bank. Yeah, so I need to find that. I was just wondering if the gem is actually down here every single time. Do you want a spoiler for, oops, I keep hitting enter. I'm not really a person that I want spoilers. Of what's in the locker room. I mean, I'm about to open up every single thing, so I wouldn't spoil it. But I want to check down here to see if there's something that I can use the jackhammer on. I don't remember anything looking like it could be jackhammered, but I'm still gonna check just to be doubly sure. Valid, yeah. We'll wait the 3 minutes for me to get back to the locker room. Because I've got my 28 keys. By the way, with the way this music is playing, I can still just picture us going around, entering it, and then just seeing his mother going, "Hello, Simon." And then you get the good ending. Is this just a rock? It's just a rock. Gotta check. We just forgot. There's that clue. Okay, so it was this one that led me to the thing downstairs that then leads me to the 6 letters. So what are the 6 letters I'm looking for? Is there another letter that I can see? No, there's not. There's no letter or number that I can see. Alright, time to head back. Let's figure out what's in that locker room. Be great if it was another vault key. Just the number 5. I need to find more of the Drax's statues. I'm trying to keep my eye open for those Drax's statues. So that way I can look to see what he's pointing at. I already used the disc. Okay, so we're good on that. Yeah, I'd rather just take the quickest route there. I'm not too worried about my coins at this moment of time. Still need to figure out how to open this. Pretty certain it involves surrounding it with gardens, but of course we didn't this time at all. Alrighty, time to find out what is behind door number 1. It's nothing! What is behind door number 2? It's an orang! Worth 6 because it's good with a little bit of salt. What's behind locker number 3? It's shoes! So now I can use less steps when running around when trying to explore the rest of this manor. What about door number 4? It's moonshine! North of the antechamber, grotto, fish. Doesn't exist. Red herring. Leaning towards the secret door in tomb. Below the foundation, full house of 45 rooms plus break room. Interesting. It was attempted as a clue. Money! Woohoo! Got our gem back. Ooh, gems and money. Another key. Okay. More gems. There's so much of this game I haven't seen. I've been kind of trying to stay away from watching people play it. Same. I'm also in that boat of I've been trying to avoid watching people play it, but I'm also so addicted. Yep. 6 or O. I bet you this is related to that crack in the wall puzzle. So I'm going to try to just fill in 6 and then Tor and then O. I don't think that's correct, but I'm putting that there anyways. I have a theory about it, but I'm not far enough in your playthrough to check. Got an apple. Yeah, 'cause one person I was watching for a bit until they went, oh my, there's the vault key! Oh, it's 149. I'm pretty certain I already opened that one. Green memo. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. You know what? Let's just write that down. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. We'll just write that down. Okay. But I'm pretty certain I've already opened up that vault door. Right? Oh, no, we haven't. 149, 149, 149. 149. We got 2 keys in one go, increasing our allowance, giving me even more money. ID Samantha Hayes. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me with these passports? This is a clue. As to what or who, I do not know. I feel like, again, these clues are all related to a similar thing. I'm going to put an I question mark here and a D question mark here. Okay, so what I need to do go all the way to the outside. Oh, but before then, we're going to go to the antechamber. Theorized locations. Grotto. That is definitely a clue. Alright, we're going to go upwards. Banu, banu. Is there anything special for having all 4 doors open? It doesn't look like it. We'll grab this just to grab it. Do the vault keys go away after you use them? I don't know, but I haven't gotten any of the other vault keys I've already used, so maybe? Ah, shoot, I forgot what the exact solution on this was. 1, 8. Hold on, I need to find my map. Because I had to do a tiny bit of guesswork. This one was 2. I forget if this was 6 or 7. It might have been 7. So is this 6, this 5? No, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. It was... Shoot, I forget the exact... What order was it? Because I was just fixing it the other time. Not this. Three. I know at least these three are in that order. Nuances after Morajai. It's just I don't know which came first between all of these. Pretty certain this is supposed to be 3. I remember it being a little bit weird because I was just in the process of reorganizing something the previous time. Shoot, I forgot which this one was. I feel like nuance led to that. I don't remember this one because I solved it and then I blinked, and then the solution was gone. Did I swap this to 3? No, I did not. Man, I'm really gonna have to just check. Or was this 3? This 4, this 6, this 5. I don't think so. Because if 3's there... This has to be after this and after this. Could also be 7. Right there. Man, I don't remember the solution. Because part of this in here... I could also just pull up my video from literally last night. And figure out what it was that way. Yeah, but then that's 4 hours of footage I gotta go through. Let me see if I can find it somewhat easily. Aha, there it is, right there. There we go. Let's also get this written down. So, because I have these official. That's correct, that's correct. This one is also correct, yep. That's a 4, that's a 6. 5 and 3 goes up here. Okay, there we go. It's not cheating if I'm viewing my own footage. Right. Oh, we're like right there. The Grand Cathedral, 8 stone statues. Remainder. Regardless of whether you find, I leave the original manuscripts of his mother's works that were once produced here under the roofs. These preliminary copies of red print include, she wrote while visiting. Indefinite leave. Alright, so right over here, Lionel Epson should return from his travels abroad, or in the event that any of his heirs should present themselves, I bequeath to them, in case may be, the diary and its related key. So Lionel Epson is the one that holds the key to the diary. Which I've kept in her room and beside her grave, respectfully and respectfully. Okay, so yeah, that's right. I need to get into the tomb. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else for me in this room. We've got 2 broken cuckoo clocks that I can't do anything with. Alright, yeah, so there's nothing special with this room. Nothing special in here. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to look at before we call today the end of its day is we're going to go to the garage. What's the best way to the garage? All the way around. We're going to go through the pool. So I do have the garage key. There might be another vault key in there. Okay. This way runs to the garage. Grab a gem, because why not? A key got placed in this room somewhere. Here we are. Open this up. Come on, be another vault key. Magnifying glass, sure. And a treasure map. Allowing me to go to the quarry yard, not to be confused with the quarry yard. Can I get in? Yep, and that's moonshine. I did not draft it, so we can't open the garage, but that's fine. We'll still do the treasure map before leaving, just in case it's, again, something good. But I still have more than enough steps. We're going to run back outside. Because I keep seeing a similar pattern, and I think it has to do with those 3 letters with the C, with the word castle. So if we go into our little dugout all the way over here, we have a note. Where's the note? Where's the note? There's the note. I thought this was binary. Nope. And this actually lines up with the other thing that I already had. So I think it's I, it's not 1, it's I, and then it's D, and then I-O-O. Man, they do a good job with these puzzles, making it to where you can't quite just figure it out with, even when I'm missing 5 of the letters. Because I was originally thinking that this little puzzle... Now, I'm going to go outside and show y'all what I mean by this puzzle, because, again, we've got more than enough steps. That, and we don't really use steps when going out. Ooh, it's a beautiful night sky. I'm just going to check on the gate out here to see if it somehow is opened up. No. Ah, let me in! Let me in! Okay. But if we go downstairs, I'm also going to go check the tunnel downstairs, because it's been a while since I've been in there. I don't think anything's changed, but I've done a lot, so it really wouldn't hurt for me to just take a look anyways. Regardless. Because this is the one that gave me that tunnel. sealed. All remaining. It's unclear if they will steal the tunnel. Our crew is left. I suspect them anyone. Yep. Alright, nothing special in here. What's going to be the best way for me to get to that hint? We're going to go down this way. Just as a quick little refresher. What time is it? Ah, darn it. I do have work tomorrow too, so... I was gonna see... So it's over here. I'm gonna actually see if I can dig over here because we've got all this rubble. I doubt it. Yeah, I doubted it. Castle. But we have these letters. But then in the locker room, on the note, it was 6 and then underscore OR and then underscore O again. So I have now found 3 things that are lining up on this sort of clue. Because if we take that 6 and then ORO, and then we take that other paper with the 1 and then the space 100, we are starting to get... I'm going to go ahead to just me. We're now getting this. CI blank 80 blank 6 Tor low and then E. What that's supposed to be, I don't know. In other words, their puzzles are good enough you can't just figure out the answers until you actually get the appropriate information. Which I appreciate. That's a sign of a really good puzzle. Foreman's log 3. Alright, we're gonna go back upstairs. Arg. Alrighty. Also, quick question. What rooms am I missing now at this point? We're missing whatever room 28 is. We're missing room 40. I need to do another laboratory and get a whole bunch more mail. Bedrooms, we have them all. We have all the hallways. So this doesn't say that it's a room. And when we tried drafting one, it forced a room that we already had. So in other words, is this all the rooms or am I missing something? I feel like we're missing something. Studio editions. I do need to draft the studio even more. Found floor plans. Outer rooms. So we all looks like we only got 2 rooms left. Possibly. Where else am I wanting to go? I want to go to that courtyard in case it has a vault key for the extremely off chance that it does. Yeah, we're going to do that really fast. I'm just going to open this door just because I can. As a flex. Treasure map. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. Come on, be a vault key. Get me a vault key. Just give me a vault key. Just give me a vault key. Dang. Just coins and gems. We're gonna go back to the office really fast. Log in to the security room. Spread gold in a state. Sure, why not? Spread gold now. We're going to log into network. Swan song. I really want to play one more run, but I gotta close tomorrow and I gotta have the energy. Remote terminal access. Security. Just to check in case somehow there's still a vault key out there. View estate inventory. 3 fruit, 3 gems, 2 keys, and 19 coins are still laying around the estate. Yeah. Alrighty. I think that just about does it, though. I feel like the Cloister of Rhina has something to do with adjacent green rooms. It's gotta be, right? It's just gotta be, where I'm pretty certain this room needs to be surrounded. The only way to do it is while I have the Blessing of the Gardener. We now have an allowance of 58. That is really good. I don't think there's anything else. I honestly think that's it. We're gonna go ahead and call it a day. With so many resources still available, that was a good run. We got 2 new rooms. We got to find the trophy room, we got to find the locker room, and it looks like the locker room is only available when the pool is in the draft pool. I'm assuming. It makes sense because the locker room looks like it belongs to the pool, despite the pool not saying. Her ladyship's shopping center. Her walk-in closet, observatory, parlor, West Wing hall. Interesting. Quite interesting. That was a great run. We also opened up 2 more vault doors. I should have written down her names that she's been using. Because I'm assuming that the names that she's been using are clues to something. But that involves me actually being proactive and good at this, so we'll find the vault again at some other time. We're finding it about every other run. But anywho, that is gonna go ahead. Trust me, I really want to do one more run, but I have work tomorrow, and I have to do this lousy thing called being a responsible adult, which is crazy. But, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. I had a blast, and I hope y'all did as well. I am... there's still so many stuff that I could potentially do. I need to get caught up on the history. I need to learn how to properly speak Eurasian. So that way we can ace the test. So the next time that we have a classroom run, a successful classroom run, mind you, we can just pass the test and get 100%. Oh, man, I'm not falling asleep yet, but that's why I have to get off now because it's already nearly midnight and I'm filled with so much energy. Because, oh man, that was so accomplishing. See you all again next time. Ta-ta for now, and oops, that's the wrong one. Relax and have a good one.